What's good, is? It's your boy, Mr. Michael.
And your girl V, Mac Diva, Big Gwen.
Hey, Diva, today, I guess for you and me, it could be called an old head spotlight, but I'm not going to put it in the old head spotlight category. Um, this is somebody that's already an established MC, um, but he actually is more special to me because he's one of the reasons why we're here. And I'm talking about somebody named Knox Hill. Okay. Knox Hill is a very, 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 very popular, like he's on the Mount Rushmore of reactors. He's a rapper / reactor with the No Life Shacks, Screwface, Knox Hill. You know, he's one of the OGs of the reactor game. And not too long ago, me and you were talking about how reactors were coming under fire by the label during the Drake and the Kendrick, whole beef. Reactors were coming under fire, and because he's such a big, reactor, he was actually officially named in that lawsuit. Like when UMG was, when they were coming after, UMG was doing its thing, trying to come after reactors. He was one of the names. Him and Screw and Shaq. They were, all of those artists were actually, or all those people were actually named. His name was in the UMG lawsuit, in the Drake lawsuit and UMG lawsuit. I just want to give my credit before I get into reacting to this song. When I said he's one of the reasons why we're here, because he is also a fellow, I say, barologist. He's one of those ones that's really known for, he goes back through and dissects songs and he breaks down bar for bar what things mean. He's really dope at that. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the best when it comes to that. And he's one of the ones that inspired me because of my love for lyrics and stuff like that to contact you and say, Diva, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Had I not been introduced to Knox Hill or Screw or No Life, you know what I'm saying? Old Heads Media might not be here. So I got to give the respect to Knox. But Knox, like I said, is also a rapper. And since all that stuff has been, washed under the radar and all that kind of stuff, the UMG lawsuit and, Drake's lawsuit, Knox took offense to the fact that he was specifically named in that lawsuit, that the labels were coming after him. And I always said that the industry needs to understand that reactors are the new DJs. Like, real talk. Reactors are the new DJs. I was telling you the story about one time when I was driving back from Nashville in like a 30-minute drive, and they played Glorilla 7 times in that 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying, on the radio. The point I'm using that for is to say that your average MC or your average music or the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, like nobody's hearing that in mainstream. Nobody's hearing, your artist is not going to get known nowadays through the mainstream. They get known from people like you and I and Knox Hill and Screw and Shaq and all the other, thousands of reactors that there are online. We dig in, we spend the time and do the work to find these people and highlight their music. And because you've got millions, I mean, Knox Hill, I can't remember, and I'm not going to misquote, but I know that him and Shaq and Screw all have millions of followers on their YouTube platforms. So when they introduce new music on their platforms, it gets heard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which I don't understand why you get all these different copyright strikes. And one of the problems that you and I have why some of our music can't go out or some of our reactions can't go out on here is because the industry doesn't allow us to, you know what I'm saying, to actually, do a breakdown of certain songs, and they get copyright strikes and demonetized and all this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, if you're intelligent in the industry, in the new way that we're going, I would find a way at the very least to at least revenue share with all the reactors when they break down your music, because millions of people are going to get introduced to songs that they probably wouldn't otherwise hear because society follows the trend.
Right.
So yeah, so the reactors are driving revenue to you. You know what I'm saying? They are driving, even if they do one song and say, you know, like I know Shaq, you know, has got millions of followers. Knox has millions of followers. And even if just their followers listen to the song that they break down, you just got millions of spins on that song just from them playing it or them reacting to it. Because nowadays people don't even go to Spotify until after they've seen what people have to say about it on YouTube. So anyway, I'm sorry, because I really have really strong feelings about this, and I respect and appreciate Knox and Shaq and Screw for standing up in the face of all that and continuing to do what they do and not backing down to the industry.
Right.
So Knox just released a new song. Like I said, he's a rapper and a reactor, but he's, you know, his passion for rap is first. Completely independent. He does all his stuff himself. But he's got a new song called Independence, Volume 1. And he's got it titled as the UMG Diss. So I guess this is his clapback at the industry. So I've heard some of Knox stuff before. And I know, you know, like him or love him, Knox got bars. You know,
right.
Knox got bars. He got bars. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to play it. I'm not going to dissect it at this moment because I've already spent a few minutes going into my little diatribe. So I'm not going to make this video longer than it should be. But I may go back and create another video where I actually go back in and break down these bars on this song. Right now, we're finna get into it and just give our opinion of it and pay our respect. So Knox Hill, Independence, Volume 1, the UMG disc. Let's get it.
Completely independent. In a land of majors, I feel bases when I pen it. The white kid from the county sound outrageous when you send him. I see hitters, I see homies turn to base heads for mentions. Damn, lost my homie Nick, that cancer started in his lungs. He never touched a cigarette, that irony had lungs. I never looked to smoke the same, ain't even touched it once. So some will look for smoke to gain, man, anything for buzz. We all know beef sells, but everything's injected. You need that growth hormone right before you drop a record. Just call out someone bigger, anything to get the checks in. But I ain't want to judge, shit, I probably use that method.
Yo, you need that growth hormone right before you drop a record? Just call out someone's name to get you hyped up, to make people go listen to your stuff when you really ain't talking nothing? All right, bro, that was a bar. That was a bar. And I caught the to get a buzz, the smoking scheme that he threw in there too.
Right.
Like I'm catching all that, but yo, that was a bar right there. They need that growth hormone before they drop a record. I like that. I like that one.
Desperate in the land of the fees, where everybody rockin' chains, the land of the free, where opportunity knocks but plugs handle keys. But I ain't one for labels, I can even manage me. First panic attack, thought that I was dying. My wife said breathe, but I could hear the sirens. I guess there's too many years of trauma built in silence. Instead of pushing it down, I should've done more crying. Look into my daughter's eyes and I swore with pride. Look into my daughter's eyes, I believe in God. Still I wonder, how could I guide? How can I give direction when I'm missing deep inside? Overcompensate with ego, what I'm missing is my pride. If I image made in God, then why's the devil on my mind? But check my service, pen a true MC. I can hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG.
Yo, I can hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG. I caught that bar because I was just talking about it in my diatribe, how they throwing copyright strikes on reactors for reacting to their music. I could hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG. That was dope. That was dope. But I want to talk about what he said prior to that bar right there. That is something that actually needs to be focused on a little bit. Where he was talking about how he struggled with these different things and how men are known for like bottling up their emotions and burying stuff. And, you know, my ego wouldn't let me. all this, that, and the other. And it's like, there's a lot of things that we struggle through as men, and it's men and women alike. But men gotta stop that. That's not healthy. But I do understand. I don't know if I can really elaborate properly without actually sitting down and thinking about what I want to say on a first listen reaction to that. But that one hit hard to me because I felt that.
Right.
Yeah, that one hit hard to me. I do want to sit down and think about how I actually want to break that down though, because there's some depth in those bars right there. But I caught that copyright strike. You ain't slick, Knox. I caught that.
But I ain't UMG.
Room for the slick.
Yeah, right.
That was pretty much just out there.
Devil on my mind, but check my service, pen a true MC. I can hit you with these strikes, but I ain't UMG. Room full of old men saying I can't be me, saying we can make a deal while trying to cancel me, huh? And you wonder why the industry corrupt, finding artists at the bottom trying to make it out the mud. They'll do anything you tell them cause they desperate for the plug. The advances that you give them just alone to keep them stuck. Y'all don't give a fuck about the art, y'all just bankers. How can you put a price tag on music with no angles? This is from the heart, all the love and all the anger. Y'all just want to see us fall. Even Lucy was an angel.
He said, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all just a bunch of bankers.
Right. That's pretty much it. Is he wrong though?
No, not at all. Damn. Hey, Knox. They ain't ready for this song, Knox. Some of them, the bad part about it is some people don't really get what he talking about. It's gonna go over some heads.
Right. And it's just as blatant it's just as blatant as it could be.
Yeah, but he's talking his shit. All right.
The warning signs was there for Juice, but they filled up his cup. When Mac was thinking if he jumped, they double dutch. Pac was shot with shells, and they see how the sales went up. Push the chips in Vegas, double down, then they set him up.
Yo, come on, Knox. That was, bro. The warning sign was there for Juice. Shout out Juice WRLD. You good?
Yeah, my leg is. I moved it. That's all.
Yeah, my bad. No, I just got hit that.
It's all bruised and shit. So I mean, it just hurts. But yeah, I must have been like,
we got you. We got you. Nah, I just want to address what I just heard him say. Knox got to stop that. He said the Mac was thinking if he jumped, they double dutch. First, he said the warning signs was there for Juice. I know you heard me. I said, shout out Juice WRLD. You know what I'm saying? But the Mac was thinking if he jumped, they would double dutch or something to that effect that he said. First of all, I don't know if you know how many entendres was in that bar. Just that line, the Mac was thinking if he jumped, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you remember that old song they used to sing when they double dutch?
I double dutched.
Yeah. Miss Mary Mac. Come on, man. You had to think about that. Come on, Knox. You had to really sit down and think about that. You had to sit down.
It was an easy put together. It was an easy put together. I like that he said it though.
Yeah, that was all right. My bad. I ain't gonna stop. I said I wasn't gonna turn this into that because there was a couple more entendres in that, but I'm gonna let it ride. Let's go.
And they see how the sales went up. Push the chips in Vegas, double down, then they set them up. They know pain moves weight, so they sell a cut. Any gain to move angst and make it hell for us. The violence gets recycled and they profit off the losses. Push you to glorify it till they box you in a coffin. Get you to sign your gift away, then lock you in a closet. Success is full of hollow tips, they profit off the falling. Then they just replace you with the next one who next up. The next acts that get snuffed and they don't get.
Industry's full of hollow tips.
Ooh.
Empty-minded individuals. But he said replace you with the next X. He's saying they replace you with the next man willing to sign their life away. that next X,
right.
that next signature on the dotted line. That's bruh. He is spitting. I might have to go back through and actually do a full breakdown of this song. He's spitting. Let's go.
You with the next one who next up, the next acts that gets nothing. They don't give a fuck, they plan another one and water down the message. I don't give a fuck if I'm left rhyming in this desert. They control the power, you see knowledge is a weapon. And they know time is money, so I value every second. May you always seek the answers and be louder with the questions. I wrote this to remind you that your power's in the message. Don't forget it. Independent Vol.1.
Hey, Knox, you did your thing, old boy. You did your thing, old boy. Hey, that line, Diva, that line, he said he was talking about the industry plants.
Right.
You know, that he was talking about planting and then they water down the message. You know what I'm saying?
What message?
Yeah, me and you talk about that
half
all
the time. It ain't one. Yeah, half the time it ain't one.
Yeah. He said, I don't
saying words that sound alike to some music.
He said, I refuse to let them water me down. Yo, you did your thing, oh boy. Knox. Yeah. I might have to. I think I am. I gotta go back through and break that one down. There was some depth to that song. If you for motherfuckers that don't know how to really get in between them lines, but it was some depth in that song. I can't wait for part 2. If that's volume 1, I can't wait for volume 2. Hey, that's it.
That's 2 volume 2s we gotta wait on now.
Right. Hey, but hey, that's it. I ain't gonna keep dragging y'all on because I know I went on a long little run there at the beginning of this video, but because like really, Knox, Screw, you know, Shaq, big ups y'all. Because without y'all, there would be no us. I ain't gonna never not pay tribute to that. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all standing on what it is, because not only because of y'all we here, but because of y'all we get to stay here. That's love. Hey, if y'all like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, you know what I mean, so you can become part of the family. Make sure you get in the description and go support Knox. For real. If you're not, I mean, he got millions of followers. You probably already over there. But go follow him if you're not. And as my sister gonna always tell y'all,
share.
That's it. To the next one. Love y'all.